it's EJ. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, welcome back to my existing viewers and subscribers. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. In today's video, we're just gonna look at some patterns that I picked up. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. All right, so I just received my Simplicity order, and actually every time I see or know that there's a sale, I never make it because there's not a Joann's that is close by to me. So by the time I do remember, I'm like, oh, let me go check out Joann's. And anytime I just pop in, there are no pattern sales. But there was, I think it was Simplicity online for $3.99, I want to say. I don't remember, but we'll open the package. I literally have not opened it. It just got delivered today. And we'll go through that. Now, if you remember the last video, I talked about making a tote, which is this one here. I have not started it yet. Like, I cut the pieces, I quilted the top that I wanted, and I have it here ready to go. And then the other pattern was the brie top. And so let me show you the picture so that way you see that. So there's like different pictures. I'm thinking of making this one here. Hopefully you can see that. And I'm thinking of, so I have a couple of fabrics in mind. One of them for sure is this one here. I think that looks super cute. And then I have this white, like kind of like embroidered type one. But what I want to do with this, actually no, this one I'm going to show you what pattern I want to use for this. And then the other fabric was this one for that top. But this might be something else as well now that I'm thinking about it. So we're going to talk about some patterns that I picked up. I picked up two at the thrift store. They were brand new. Everything is still intact, never opened. I'll show you. And they were 50 cents each. Now, I found these after I placed this order last week. We had gone to see my son-in-law in the hospital. And then afterwards, we stopped at the thrift store on the way home because we live on the north side. He's on the south side. The hospital is on the south side, and the thrift store is in the middle. And so, on the way home, we thought, let's just stop, take our mind off of this, and let's just check it out. So we did, and I found these patterns. But let me show you the ones that I bought on Simplicity. I bought, let's see, what did I buy? New Look and Simplicity. So I bought two Simplicity and two New Look. And I found these other two at the thrift store after I made this order online. And the reason why I did place the order was because it was gonna end that day at like midnight or something. And so I was like, well, let me just place it because I think I wanna get these items. And then we'll just go from there. And so let's talk about the first Simplicity pattern, 9477. Now this doesn't look like much, but I seen someone make this top in an eyelet fabric, and I have a lot of eyelet fabrics. So I thought, let me go ahead and check this out and do this with a few modifications. So it's the Simplicity 9477, and she made this top here. Now I know this doesn't look like, it doesn't look flattering whatsoever when you look at it. But she made this top here, and she made it to like a crop top. Now I'm gonna do a couple of modifications. I'm probably gonna change the sleeves, and but I love the square neckline, and that's the whole reason why I got this, because of the square neckline, if I can top. So that's the first one. Now the fabric that I'm gonna look for, the fabric I have in mind for that is put away. There's a couple of them, so I'm not gonna grab that because it's just gonna make a humongous mess. The next one is, well, I guess we'll do Simplicity. Simplicity 9538. Now, I love this top, and it reminds me of the Mexican style tops. As you know, I am Hispanic, so I love my culture, and I love really more Spanish accent, or Spanish background than Mexican, but I do have Mexican background as well, or Mexican ancestors. So let's go ahead and I will show you this, and this is this pattern here, and I love this. Now this is a 1940s vintage top here, as you can see there, but I love this, and I'm thinking of making this one here with this white but I'm gonna embroider on it. I am going to embroider the little flowers all the way around. Now I have enough to do two tops, or maybe even 3. But look at that. You see how there's some eyelet? So in the middle, in these pieces that are white, that's where I'm gonna do the flowers. And I'm thinking of blue because I love blue, if you haven't noticed. I love blue. So if I don't do blue, I might do like a red or something, but that is what this is going to be. And I cannot wait, you guys. This is one of the tops I'll be making soon. Here's the line drawings there. I love that top. So I'm gonna do view C. And yeah, you know what? I just can't wait. Even A is really pretty too. I think it's almost the same as, I guess they're all kind of the same. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do A and B, or A and C. So A is this one here, and then this one's C. This is the one I'm gonna do. So I have enough to do 2, but I cannot wait. So I was thinking that white one, and I'm gonna actual embroider on there, and then maybe this one. I think this will look pretty as that as well. I have enough to do 2 tops with this, so we'll see. So those are my simplicity patterns. I didn't get too many, you guys. So I got 2 new look, and I loved this when I saw this knit dress. And I was like, I need this in my life. It looks pretty, it looks comfortable, it looks flowy, and all the views I like. So I'm definitely going to give this a go, although I don't know if I have any knit fabric at the moment. But if I don't, I'll be taking a trip to Joann's, or maybe San Antonio to the fabric store. I don't know yet. I do want to just get out and just go. And just, you know, with everything that's going on, I want to just take my mind off of things. But yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. Maybe my daughter and son-in-law will go. I will give you an update on my son-in-law at the end of the video. But yeah, so here is this new look, and I love all the views, And I thought this is good for summer because, you know, being here in Texas, it's super hot and humid, and we need some flowy dresses. We need some sleeveless dresses, and I love all these. I actually love that fabric print, or this print here. If I can find something like that, that would be amazing, because I like that, you know. I have shoes to match it. Yeah, definitely love. So I'm gonna be on the hunt for something like that. Maybe I'll find something on Mood, but if not, I'll go check out Joann's. And the last time I went to Joann's, I didn't see anything. Like, their inventory was really low in yarn and fabric, and I was just like, they had a lot of like cotton fabrics and, you know, mink, and what's that other one? Oh my God, I drew a blank. Anyway, they didn't have a lot of like apparel fabric, so we'll see what I find. The next is New Look 6703, and I was thinking of making this skirt in a denim, but I'll have to show you. And here's the views in the back, and I'll have to show you the next pattern or patterns that I got. So I had already ordered this, so keep that in mind. And then when we went to the thrift store, I saw these 2 patterns and I picked them up because I was like, well, for 50 cents, I'm gonna grab them. So I got Butterick 4892, and this is from the 90s, you guys, and you'll know by seeing this. But I thought, I like this denim skirt. I like them all. Okay, I like the top because it comes with the top, it comes with the dress, the pant, or the pants and the skirt. So everything that you see here is in this pattern. And it was listed for $1, as you could see, and that yellow mark, or that yellow sticker, means 50% off. And you could see, still intact. Has never been opened or nothing. So it's all here. And so I was like, oh, I'm gonna grab this for 50 cents. And it is in my size range, so I thought, perfect. This is perfect, you know? That's exactly what I want to do. So that's a little bit different from this one here, but I had been wanting a denim pattern to make a denim skirt. I do have some denim here. I'm hoping to have enough. If I don't have enough for A, this one here, I will do B. I mean, no big deal. But I really did want a longer one, and I thought with these tops that I'm gonna be making, oh, perfect, right? With sandals, yes. So then I picked up Butterick 6716, and again, this was 50 cents. And this is also new. Like, the pieces are still here. Look at that, still factory folded. Everything is still here. And I will show you what that looks like next. These are all these skirts. And then when I saw that, I was like, oh, that could be definitely a denim skirt. I can make that into a blue one, you know. But yeah, here is this one. And I mean, I love them all. I love all those skirts. I like the white and the blue the most. But I think I'm gonna work with this one first because I feel like this one looks more of the denim style that I was looking for than this one. This one I feel is more dress up, and I was looking more casual. So definitely going to do this one. But I'm still gonna make these for sure. I just am trying to prioritize. So I'm also gonna make I'm gonna make them all. I'm just gonna make them all. And I'm hoping what I'm gonna do is hopefully either tonight or tomorrow, I'm gonna start tracing all my sizes in these patterns so that I have them ready. These fabrics are already washed, so I'm gonna start cutting out I've already traced my size in this. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut those pattern pieces out. And what I like to do is just cut out a bunch of these, especially if they're using the same thread, or, you know, like I'm gonna do the white here. So white and white, you know, I have like 3 different fabrics that have white that's gonna use white thread. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut those pieces out and have them ready to start sewing, because then when they're ready, then I know that like maybe Sunday I'm just gonna be sew, right? Yeah, so that is my plan of action. Hopefully it'll work. Hopefully we don't have nothing coming up where I'm not gonna be able to sew, because I really, really want to sew. And I was so excited to have these patterns, especially this one, like this one and the new look. Like I never buy, these are the only new look patterns that I have. I never buy new look, but when I saw that, I was like, I think this was $1.99, let me look. Well, it doesn't say. Yeah, no, they were $3.99. The new look were $3.99. And then I think the simplicity doesn't tell me what it was. So that's interesting. So I think these were $3.99. And I mean, even though they do have the $1.99, the $1.99, I never make it to those sales. So I thought this is still, you know, good, because I'd have to pay toll roads and gas, and because it's a distance, so that equals the shipping cost. And I didn't mind, you know, $3.99, especially because I know that I'm gonna make, you know, if I know that I'm gonna use that pattern a lot, then I'll invest the $3.99. It's better than paying $20. $1.99 is way better than $3.99 though. But like I said, I never have the time or make it to those sales. So I know that my daughter's gonna want some of these as well. So that's why I was like, let me just invest in it. And I know she's going to want something from this pattern as well. Probably she's gonna be looking at like this here or this top. Like I already know my daughter and I know what she likes. So yeah, and I know she's gonna want a denim skirt. So yeah, so anyways, that is all I have as far as patterns and you know what my plans are. That's what I have. So these are already washed and ready to go. I want to cut this. I actually had this fabric for a while, since like 2019. So I re-washed it because it's been packed in boxes and stuff. And I've also had this for a while. So I cannot wait. I think I have like 2 or 3 yards of this. So I'm definitely going to be making a couple of, you know, like this top here. I'll be making this top in there and with that fabric. And then I'm also going to be using it with that Simplicity fabric. I think it's gonna look nice. So I'll just have different sales of the same fabric. And then of course I'll be using these other 2 that I have, but I am definitely going to embroider. I was already creating the fabric, or not fabric, the pattern on how I want it sewn, because it's gonna be like, you know, the different flowers all the way around. But what I need to do is, once I cut it, is when I'm gonna know where, that's when I'll embroider it, because I'll know where my seam allowance is, because I don't wanna just do it here and then place the pattern and then it's not the way that I want it. So I'd rather cut the pattern pieces out and then, you know, just kind of see where it's going to be, you know, where it's gonna go and how far down I want it from the seam allowance. So I'll figure that out once I cut it, and then I will embroider on it. So that way it just looks, you know, properly placed than not. Because I can go all the way across like this, but then when I put the pattern piece on, if the pattern piece is, you know, rounded, it's not gonna be even. So that's why I'm waiting to cut the pieces out. Then I'm gonna embroider on it. So that is gonna be fun. And maybe I'll do, you know, I will video that or do a video of the whole process of cutting and, you know, aligning how I want the flowers on the top and embroidering it and then sewing it together. It'll be a long video, so maybe I will do that. So don't be afraid if you have an embroidery machine or you know how to hand embroider and you have fabric that is just plain like this and you want to do some design on it. Play with that, you know, do a sample on some fabric that you're not going to really use and then put it on your real fabric. But yeah, so that's what I have so far. So just a quick update. My son-in-law was released on, I want to say what's today? There's Tuesday. He was released on Tuesday. It's not looking really well for him though. He has to wait 5 weeks before he goes back to see the doctor. But in the interim, he's going to have an ultrasound or a full body scan or something like that. They want to make sure that the cancer is not in the brain or the lungs, because they did find it in his bone marrow, and the type of cancer that he has doesn't have a long life span, expansion, I guess. I don't know the word. You know, it's like 75%, 5 years. So we are trying to be as positive as we can, and you know, I ask you to continue to pray for him, because prayer is strong, and you know, God is mighty, and he can, if he wants him to be on this earth, he will give him longevity. He will heal him from that. But if he wants another angel, then he will take him at the time that he wants him. So we are trying to be positive, and even though it's very sad, and we're just trying to be more optimistic than not. So we're just gonna enjoy life with him while we have him, and keep in our back of our mind that it could be up to 5 years or less. So we have a whole plan to go back to California, where I'm from, and do a road trip and go to Disneyland and Knott's Berry Farm and go do all the fun things that there is to do out in California and enjoy the fantastic weather. So I really want to make these clothes before I head out there, because I would love to have something to wear. And those are his requests. This is what he wants to do. He wants to go to Arizona, meet the rest of like my grandfather and my grandfather's family that is there. Because that's the only, other than my uncle, the only family that I have on my mom's side. And my dad's side, I don't know them. I didn't really grow up with them, so I don't really know them. But there's a lot of them, and I tried to reach out to them and keep in contact. But you know, sometimes life gets ahead of you and you just whatever. So there's nothing that I can do on my end to make them be in contact with me, right? So with that being said, I ask that you continue to pray. I thank you for your prayers. I thank you for your well wishes. I thank you most of all for your donations. That has really helped. And you know, if you continue to share the GoFundMe, or go onto my website and share that, because on my website you can literally customize it to donate just $1, because I know times are hard right now, but $1 will go a long way. And I ask if you can, you know, instead of buying that soda or that coffee, if you can please donate to help them. That would, you know, we would greatly appreciate it. And you know, I wish you all the best and many blessings to you, and thank you again for being here, for hanging out, for subscribing, for your prayers, for everything. I really appreciate it, and we'll talk soon. Bye.